Hey, welcome back to another episode of Jim's Outdoors. Just sitting here getting some rigs ready to go catch some bait for the upcoming tournaments that's happening here. Been checking out some of the comments and stuff, and I guess there's a few things that I need to address and explain. First of all, the beard's gone. Now, I've had a beard for the last 4 years, probably, maybe even being a little longer, and I was ready for a change. So it'll grow back at some point. I don't usually don't go without one. So, but anyhow, about these tournaments a little bit. I guess it didn't make it into the footage of the last video. The schedule for the tournaments is on Jim's Outdoors on Facebook, plus they're also on Last Stop Tackle Shop's home Facebook page. If you live local here in the area, he's got them at Last Stop. All you gotta do is walk in and ask. And another announcement from Last Stop, their phone number has changed. Their new phone number's on their website, so you can go to Facebook, get the number there, or I believe he has a Google account, so that number's on there also. But a lot of people's asking, why ain't you chasing blues? Why ain't you chasing blues? There's blues here, there's blues there. Well, I'm gonna break it to you as easy as I can. I got two choices for blues where I live in Northeast Ohio. That's Hoover, which is clear down by Columbus, which is a 2-hour drive, or I go to the Ohio River, which is about a 2-hour drive. So around here, there are some fisheries in our local lakes that have introduced blues to the reservoirs. Problem is, it was only done a few years ago, so there's no great big blues in these waters. I mean, it's going to take a few years for these fish to get bigger. So unless you want to drive 2 hours one direction or the other, around here we chase channel cats, which there are channel cats around here anywhere between, big ones is 15 to 20 pounds. A lot of people, oh, there ain't no fish out there that big. Well, I got news for you, there are. Or we chase flatheads, which around here in the reservoir, an average flathead goes anywhere from 30 pounds all the way up to 60 pounds. I mean, they're out there. So that's our options, unless we want a musky fish, which we're slowly starting to get into some of that. So there may be some videos here on that, but that's why we go after channels. It's what's in our local lakes. It's what's here. They're in the river. They're in the, now you might get some blues in the river here, but they're few and far between. I mean, you go further south where they're coming up out of the high river, like Muskingum. You get into Muskingum River, yeah, you can catch blues down there. They just ain't made it up this far yet. So if they're out there, they ain't very big. The river gets pretty shallow. I mean, there's holes between here and Zanesville, but I mean, they're only going to support so much life. But they're out there, and these fisheries, I believe they're going to introduce them to like Atwood here. I seen a thing here not too long ago that says the lakes that they're going to introduce more blues to, but you know, they ain't going to be any size when they put them in. So they're going to take 10 years or so to get some decent fish. You're not going to have any monsters for at least 20 years, you know. So we got channels. We chase channels. We have channel tournaments. That's what's here. That's what we're fishing for. And them guys down south right now, you know, Tennessee, Alabama, yeah, they're catching fish. They're catching fish. Water temps are 60, 70 degrees down there. It's what a lot of people don't realize. You know, I'm up Northeast Ohio. We're still got snow on the ground. The water temp when I was out, when we had that warm streak, I only made it up into the 50s, and it's cooling back down. We won't have 60s and 70s up here for another month yet. So it's weather. So yeah, A lot of people say you need to move. Well, I ain't moving. I like it here. Ain't too bad here. It snows a little bit every once in a while. The wind blows a little bit, but I ain't dodging hurricanes. I ain't dodging nor'easters. I don't have to worry too much about earthquakes. So, yeah, we may have the occasional tornado every once in a while, but just liven things up, I guess. Of course, if you're local here, I ain't telling you anything different you don't already know. It's some of the guys, that live out west or down south. Hey, I'm out catching fish. Well, good for you. Their temperatures, daytime temperatures, been in the 70s and 80s down there. Well, I got news for you. Like today, it was snowing. It was 32 degrees. That's what it was when I got up. So anyhow, I thought I'd address that a little bit, give you some updates from last stop. I thought for sure that footage made in about the schedule from last stop. Apparently it didn't. They only give me 15 minutes, and they won't give you 1 second over, so there was a lot of information to cover in that video. Actually, we shot about 23 minutes worth of video, and I had to shrink her down, so apparently that was something that got cut out. But anyhow, remember to like, share, subscribe, get out there, catch some fish. And the first tournament kicks off this Saturday, April 2nd. So if you ain't doing anything, come down and sign up. Of course, I ain't going to promise what the weather's going to be, and it ain't looking very good. But anyhow, we'll see you on the next one.